All of the responsibilities are on me, and I can't get into my property. There's a leak in the property. The water bill is escalating. I can't get in there to see what's going on.
A D.C. homeowner claiming an Airbnb guest has overstayed their welcome and will not leave. In this story, you'll only see on 7 News. We're digging into D.C. law, finding out there's not much that homeowner can do. Our Washington, D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley spoke with the homeowner and tried to speak with the alleged squatter.
The alleged squatter originally got into the home through Airbnb, claiming that her apartment caught fire and it needed time to get repairs. Now, that was back in February. Roshane Douglas says she didn't know she was opening her life up to a nightmare when she accepted Shadija Romero's Airbnb reservation almost 10 months ago. That reservation ended March 29th after 32 days, and Romero hasn't paid another dime. But living in the home for over a month apparently lets her claim some form of tenant rights, and she refuses to let Roshane enter the property.
I never gave her any tenancy. I never gave her a lease.
Roshane tried everything, gave her a 30-day notice to vacate, called police, went to court, and even offered Romero $2,500 to sign a paper admitting she's not a tenant and to get out. Romero signed the document, but didn't budge.
November the 15th came and she told me, this no longer works for me. Do what you have to do. I'm not leaving. I went to the police with my order, and they said there's nothing that they can do, that I need to go to court, which I've done, and I do not have a court date until December the 11th.
Roshane put this sign up on her home so police and neighbors would know Romero was not authorized to be there. A sign Romero covered with a sheet.
I need police assistance.
I was there when police helped Roshane cut it down, while Romero hid inside.
It's shocking to me that you would abuse a system like that.
While all this is going on, Romero's social media shows her living her best life on trips. Cartwheel. And promoting her nonprofit. And Roshane is left paying thousands.
So you mean to tell me this woman is living rent-free in an Airbnb? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm Terrence Manning. This is my show, My Thoughts Uncut. This is an abuse of the squatter law. It makes absolutely no sense. And not only that, this woman is trying to have a side business with Airbnb, and this tenant is in there knowing that she should not be in there. She probably lied to her about her other place being on fire. And this right here, this is black on black crime. This is woman on woman crime. This other woman's a black woman. We do it to our own people. Let's continue.
Thousands in attorney fees, the mortgage, and utilities for a home she can't even enter. I tried to get some answers from Romero, who was clearly inside the home, but she never came to the door. When a person walked out to her car, they didn't want to talk to us either. Roshane is waiting.
This, she has the gall to post social media videos and clips of her on trips, vacation, doing cartwheels in a hotel somewhere else. So she clearly has money to pay for the Airbnb, but she chooses not to because she's out living her best life. Literally, she's this is the kind of person that you try to help out and then they take everything from you. She is not a good person. And it's funny because we always talk about, I'm gonna bring it to race because people always talk about, oh, it's the white person holding us down. It's the white person, is white person that. This woman is another black woman, literally staying in an Airbnb, and it looked great. That's a nice house, rent free in Washington D.C., where the rent is probably between $3,500 and $4,500 a month. Guarantee you, because that looks like a nice neighborhood. That looks like a nice, well-kept home too. So explain to me how squatters have rights over a tenant when they're not paying the mortgage or bill like they should. This also is a law in California. This is why if I ever wanted to become real estate investor, I'm not going to invest in California unless they have the squatter rule, the law completely changed. Same with Washington, D.C. And I'm pretty sure there's other few states that have this stupid law. I don't understand it. I don't get it. And this is, this woman also has a daughter that's living with her. Does she have no kind of morals whatsoever? Does she not care that she's doing this to another sister, to someone she's supposed to be lock arms instead with? No, she don't care.
Now for her court date next week, where she's hoping the judge's decision will allow U.S. Marshals to force her unwanted guest out once and for all. For now, reporting from Northeast D.C., Felicia Ashley, 7 News.
7 News has been reporting on reforms to rental housing laws in the district. Back in September, City Council passed the Rental Act. Supporters of the legislation say D.C. landlords lost more than $1 billion in unpaid rent since eviction moratoriums were lifted in 2021. The measure simplifies the eviction process and allows landlords to remove tenants who violate their leases by not paying rent. Those against the act say it takes away protections for tenants. Our investigative reporter John Barr has been following the Rental Act. You could read what's in that measure right now on WJLA.com. New at 6 and only on 7 News. We are now hearing from the woman accused of taking over an Airbnb in Northeast D.C. The homeowner reached out to 7 on Your Side for help after that woman refused.
So what I don't understand and what I don't get is, how can you have a law that protects tenants when they're not paying the rent? I understand certain laws when you have to have certain things in a household up to par, health wise, safety wise. But if you're not paying your rent, you should get like what, 60 days, I believe, until you can actually be removed from that particular house, home, wherever, apartment. But 60 to 90 days, I think, is between. But after that, how can you justify protecting a tenant who's not paying? What do you think is going to happen to people who thought about investing in real estate, Airbnb, or just being a landlord in certain states? What do you think they're going to do once this gets national news? People are not going to want to do that. It's a headache. You want all the onus on the tenant to not only pay for whatever expenses they have outside of that business that they have. Now all everything is on that poor lady who can't do anything about it. They literally don't care. And we're going to look at the update of what's going on in this one too. Jesus.
Showed up because the homeowner's truck went missing after Shadija got back in the house. And when Shadija cracked the door open to get a package, I saw what appears to be a candles and essential oils business inside.
This is unbelievable.
That led to a virtual.
This woman is trying to run a business. Here's the irony in that. She's trying to run her own business inside of the Airbnb she's legally, but to me, you and everyone else illegally is staying in. So she's like, damn your business. I don't care if you make money. I'm going to have my business run inside of your business. The irony in that. Now, what happens if someone tries to finesse her business like she's doing to this landlord? She would have a problem.
Emergency hearing today. In court, it was revealed that Shadija tried to push Roshane off a ladder, took the utilities out of the homeowner's name and put it in her daughter's name, tampered with cameras, requested that Roshane pay her back for the food lost when the power was turned off. Oh, and she asked the judge if she could question Roshane as a hostile witness.
This woman is evil. And why would you try to tamper with the security cameras, the ring cameras? That's actually for your protection too. Oh my gosh, people are so dumb.
I was with Roshane as she attended the hearing from her car outside the home.
And the sad part is, I feel sorry for her. I really do. But your problem is, I can't help you. But I truly feel sorry for her and her child and all of this. And I have a big heart, and this is the outcome of me having a big heart. But I really hope somebody can help her, but you can't do it at my expense. I don't have it. If the judge doesn't give me some release, I'm gonna lose my property because I can't pay $4,000 a month and my other bills and my responsibilities like this.
She's got to pay $4,000 a month to keep this Airbnb going. How you expect someone to have that much expenses when she's depending on the tenant or whoever is staying at the Airbnb to pay her that monthly fee?
And there's no recourse for me.
This is ridiculous.
Just moments ago, as we were working on this live shot and this report, Shadija came up to our car and said that we could finally speak to her. This is what she had to say, or part of what she had to say during our 15-minute conversation.
She said that we didn't have a lease, which we do not have a lease in place, but we did have an agreement for me to stay at the property beyond the initial Airbnb time frame. So she's been back to the property almost every day. They installed signs.
What? I guarantee you, she didn't tell you you can stay 10 months without paying. And if she's telling you to leave, you need to leave. You're not wanted there anymore. If I'm not wanted somewhere, I'm leaving. You are literally, this woman is literally, no, let's put it back on here. This woman is literally stealing and living there free and running her own business while she's in there. And she has the mitigated gall to get on here and say, we had an agreement, which wasn't written, probably verbal, like, oh, yeah, hey, you can rent this place out until you get your other place. But keyword rent, meaning there's a transaction of money, of monetary funds between both parties, not you staying there for free. And why are you staying somewhere you're not wanted and going through all this headache and back and forth and going to court? Just leave. Let this lady rent out her Airbnb to someone who needs it. You don't need it. You evil person. This lady's just evil. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll have a question for you guys. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'm Terrence Manning. That's my thoughts uncut. See you next time. Peace.